Oh, dude, that was so awesome. Minasan, konnichiwa. Wrestle Kingdom 11 is in the books. Yay, yay, yay. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Did you guys see that show? Oh my god, it was so amazing. And then Kushida, and then Naito, and then Tanahashi, and then Omega, and then Okada. Okada. Okay, let me calm down. So if you guys saw my reaction videos, and if you were on you saw my Facebook Live, the main event, you guys know all this is justified. It was like one gigantic yes of wrestling fans last night. I'm recording this the day after because I slept most of today. I'm recording this on January the 5th. It's the 5th now. It was the 4th about 20 minutes ago. It's not Thursday, January the 5th now. At my time I'm recording this. Watched Wrestle Kingdom. My girlfriend came by and we both stayed up and watched it. We watched it till my mom woke up and was like, "Why are y'all still awake?" And I was like, "Hi, Mom." And she was like, "Whatever." And then she just went on about her business. But oh man, it was so good. Okay, so let's start with let's take in, man, like I usually do, match by match, and I will give you the rundown. First of all, the New Japan Rumble, as always, did not disappoint. I lost my freaking mind when Scott Norton walked out. Man, that was my, oh man, I got so excited right then when I saw Scott. I was like, Scott Norton, get yourself out of here with that, man, because it was so cool to see him, dude. He looked good too. Scott Norton really good, and Hiro Saito was there, and that was really cool, man. They had a lot of cool guys just walk out, walk from the back and Michael Elgin won. And I'll tell you the implications of that later, which was very interesting from what I heard. But okay, New Japan Rumble, Michael Elgin won. It was super cool, as always. The Rumble usually is. Main show. First, Tiger Mask W versus Tiger the Dark. There's a lot of implication that says Tiger Mask W is actually Kota Ibushi. I don't know if I believe that, but Tiger the Dark, he looked familiar. Hey, see, hardly like I know him. Almost can hold his name or something. In any contemplative whole second here, that one started with a W, not an H. I can grab it. 3 letters keep repeating. Like A-C... Hard! This is so hard! Man! Okay, you know what? Whatever. I guess his name will come to me later. Whatever, Either way, great match, Man, oh, hold on. Friend's texting me. Tiger W is Kota Ibushi and Tiger the Dark was ACH. My friends must still be drunk from Wrestle Kingdom. That's ridiculous. Can you guys imagine? ACH was Tiger the Dark. That wouldn't make any logical sense. That's so stupid. And if you guys would get my sarcasm by now, wow, guys, lighten up. I'm joking. Anyway, moving on. Match was fun. Let's keep going. IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. This surprised me. Roppongi Vice beating the Young Bucks. Not because Roppongi Vice can't beat the Young Bucks, but the fact that they beat them at Wrestle Kingdom, and finally we get a one tag team against the other tag team match for the junior tag belts at Wrestle Kingdom. That only took 3 years, but it was a great match. It was a great match because it's what these 4 guys do what they do the best, and it's the 7th time for Rocky Romero winning the junior tag team titles with of course different partners, and it was the 7th time. That's very impressive. It was so cool meeting Rocky Romero for Wrestle Circus, by the way. So big shout out to Wrestle Circus for making that happen. That fulfilled a long dream of mine of meeting him because it was so cool. He was a super nice guy. So biggest to Roppongi Vice. That was the first one for Chaos of the night and beating the Bullet Club. And they would meet a couple more times during the night, as you guys know, also in the main event. So, let's move on to the next match, which is the gauntlet match for the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championships, with Los Ingobernables de Japón beating the former champions of Finlay, Ricochet, and Satoshi Kojima, and the Bullet Club of Fale, Page, and Takahashi, and Chaos of Jado, Ospreay, and Yoshihashi. Pretty standard for what you expect from a Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championship match, but the full effect of the venom of LIJ was going to affect her. They used every cheap tactic. They used the best to win those belts, and I personally loved it for every single second I saw it. It was great. I loved it. LIJ is one of my favorite stables going right now, and I think, for me, I think they actually beat out the Bullet Club for how much I love them, because I think their whole concept and how they came together was just a stroke of brilliance. And that's just how I feel. I know I've been branded a traitor now by some friends of mine saying I like them more than the Bullet Club, but I can't help it, man. It's just something about those guys. It just resonates, man. They got me. Anyway, okay, next match we had the debut of the American Nightmare, Cody. Last name escapes me at the moment, but you guys can find him. It's on Wikipedia. Anyway, against Juice Robinson. I think this was Juice Robinson's first ever match at the Tokyo Dome Wrestle Kingdom 2. A solid match by both guys, but as I think many of us knew, Cody was going to pick up the win, but it was a good match. I think Juice Robinson was the right guy to go up against him for this match, because it gave Juice Robinson a chance to, show what he can do on his own, which was rather impressive. I'm not taking it away from Juice Robinson. He really took advantage of the opportunity and gave it all he had, and it was really impressive. It was a good match. It was a good match. Like I said, with Cody with the win. Okay, and now we're going to get to one match that actually did legitimately kind of make me angry. Kyle O'Reilly, Ring of Honor World Champion, versus Adam Cole, with Adam Cole winning the belt. O'Reilly just won the dang thing a month ago. And now Adam Cole's a 3-time Ring of Honor World Champion. First off, we will never hear the end of this. Oh my God, Cole's gonna ride that thing into the ground, if nothing else. But I don't know. As much as I do like Adam Cole, I love the idea with Kyle O'Reilly with the belt, and to me, it kind of fell flat to me. I wasn't a fan of that, not at all. Again, this is nothing against Adam Cole. I just think that O'Reilly should have had his time. It didn't sit well with me. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I just was not a fan of that title change. But we'll see where it goes from here. I heard rumors about O'Reilly signing with WWE, so he should be appearing on NXT soon. But we'll see if that's the case. If he really didn't re-sign with ROH, but yeah, we'll see what happens there. Either way, it was a good match. I mean, it was what you expect from those two. When O'Reilly and Cole get in the ring, it's always something special, and this was no different. It was definitely a very, very, very good match between the two. And it shows what they can do. And I'm I was happy to see them both be on that platform. Just wasn't the most thrilled with the end result of the match. Again, those are my opinions. If you didn't like them, come at me, fight me, whatever. Next match. The next match was just way too much fun. It was way too much fun. The 3-way match for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Current champions, Guerrillas of Destiny of Tama Tonga and Tongaroa. The winners of the World Tag League 2016, Great Bash Shield, Togi Makabe, Tomoaki Hama, and because they can, Chaos of Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano, which was basically because Yano just said, "Hey, Ishii, let's go be in this match." And she was like, "Yeah, okay," and just went over in there and did it. This match was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. And because it had Toru Yano in it, and oh my God, the most amount of cussing I have ever heard in a wrestling match, period. And I'm a fan of Taz and Homicide. Think about that for a minute. I'm a fan of Taz and Homicide. And this was the most cursing I've ever heard in a wrestling match. It was so funny. Steve Corino on commentary could not hold it together, and I was right there with him. If I heard the F-bomb drop one more time in that match, I was going to have to go to bed because I would not be able to stop laughing. It's a good thing the match ended when it did because it was just too funny. Another victory for Chaos, though, Ishii and Yano walking over the tag belts. Another funny point of note, by the way, was the fact that Yano walked in. He had stolen the tag belts from the Grills of Destiny and the World Tag League trophies from a Great Bash Heel, and left with all of that anyway. Even though they were the rightful tag team champions, he still left the trophies. I was like, Yano, give them their stuff back. But this is Yano we're talking about. And dealing with logic has never been Yano's strong point, or even attempted point. Anyway. If you guys can go subscribe to Japan World, if for no other reason that you want to hear the funniest commentary during a match from the wrestlers, go watch that match. It's hilarious. Too funny. Okay, so now we're into the last 4 matches of the night, and to me, each of these matches was a 4-star or higher match on this list, and I will give you my honest opinion and stars rated match opinion of these matches. Okay, first we have Hiromu Takahashi versus Kushida for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship held by Kushida. This match had only one misstep that I could immediately call. Only one that I could immediately think of. There may have been a few more little ones in here. There was only one I can really think of. Other than that, great match. For Takahashi's first match back, well, not first match back, I'm sorry, first Wrestle Kingdom match since his excursion coming back, that's the way to do it. It was a great match for both guys. It's one of those matches where either guy deserved to win, and I don't think either one winning would have hurt the other, and Takahashi winning definitely raised his stake, I think, in people's eyes as far as the junior heavyweight. But Kushida losing didn't hurt him, to me, because it was just that good a match. He didn't, it didn't, like, I don't think, like, Kushida's time is done or by a long shot. I think, to me, he's just getting started. And who knows, maybe he's next in line for to move into the heavyweight division. But I do know, I remember him saying once that he wanted to challenge for the Ring of Honor World Championship, so maybe that's what we'll get. I'd love to see him shut up Adam Cole. Anyway, so Hiromu Takahashi won new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship in a great match. Oh, that was the other thing. I think me and Kevin Kelly and Secret all noticed at the exact same time. I say that like I was there with talking with them. Oh yeah, we were all just chilling and talking. Yeah, right. I wish that would have been. Oh man, that would have been so awesome. If I was, can you imagine me sitting there with Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino calling the match at Wrestle Kingdom? It's a dream come true for me. That'd have been so cool. Oh man, dude, that got me just now. That'd have been such a cool feeling. Anyway, moving on. The Never Openweight Championship, held by none other than, of course, my dude Katsuyori Shibata versus his old friend Hiroki Goto. And here we go again with these two. I didn't know until just before this match, like a couple days before, they were dead even with victories over each other. 2 wins each and 2 double knockouts, which with these two makes sense because they like to beat the crap out of other opponents and each other. The story of this one going in, of course, was Shibata was tired of being of the whole high school friends thing that they had, and of Goto not having the best luck of winning the big one lately. And especially since joining Chaos, and everyone kind of, making fun of him for that, saying he's lost it and, he can't do it anymore. He shut him up with this match. It was another never open weight concussion inducing match, and I mean concussion inducing just by watching it. You feel like you bruised up. Goto won it though. To me, that match was definitely 5 stars in my opinion, because that's just how much effort they put into it. So, Goto, Shibata, they continued to make magic whenever they get in the ring with each other. So that was great. And we have the semi-main event of Tetsuya Naito, the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, against none other than Hiroshi Tanahashi. and Carino and Kevin and Kelly brought this up before the match started, that there was almost a petition wondering if those two would be the main event, replacing Omega and Okada, kind of like what happened the year that Naito won the G1 Climax and the fans voted for Tanahashi and Nakamura to be the main event of that Wrestle Kingdom instead of Okada and Naito as was originally scheduled. That would have been delicious irony had that happened. But okay, you want to talk matches that are just great with storytelling, great with in-ring psychology, great with, man, if you want to be a wrestler, watch this match. That in the main event, which I'll get to. This one was 5 stars easily from just the entrances alone. The match itself was a clinic. It was a beautiful masterpiece. If it was a symphony, Beethoven wrote it, with Bach looking over his shoulder, and it just oh, it was so good. It was so good. Naito won, beat Tanahashi clean. Well, as clean as Naito can win a match. And then True Believers. Naito showed respect to Tanahashi. I know, I couldn't believe it either. This leads to the very big question of what happens next. Where does Tanahashi go from here? And well, actually, we kind of know what's next for Naito. Remember I mentioned earlier in the video about Michael Elgin winning the New Japan Rumble and how that had implications later. During the post-match interview, Elgin came up to Naito and challenging him for that Intercontinental Championship, which, as you guys may remember, Naito beat Elgin to get it in the first place. We got us a rematch going on. Let's get this. I can't wait for that. And now we are to the main event of the evening. I can't even begin to express to you how utterly, completely insane this match was. For the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Kazuchika Okada, champion, versus the G1 Climax winner and challenger, Kenny Omega, leader of the Bullet Club, member of the Elite. And when I say this match should, if 5 stars to me is not enough to give this match. It was 7 stars. It was, to me, picture perfect from start to finish, from bell to bell, as they say. It was phenomenal, for lack of a better word. Not a shot at AJ, but it was phenomenal. This is the only thing about Wrestle Kingdom. They have to make guys work so much harder, because Wrestle Kingdom happens at the beginning of the year and puts everyone else on notice, and you're like, well, dang, how are we gonna top that? And that match, that main event, that title match is gonna be hard to top, because they did everything to beat each other. Everything. And you could feel the tension in that building, and I am 4,000 miles away in my home in San Antonio, and I could feel the tension in Tokyo, Japan, for how much that match was just getting people. There were fans crying during the match, crying after the match. The commentators were out of their seats, and that's because Okada and Omega crashed their tables like 8 times each, and they really did. But man, that match was phenomenal, and you could always tell it was going to come down to just one move. And I firmly believe if Kenny Omega had hit the one-winged angel just once on Okada, he'd have been champion. But Okada gave him a run for his money. Woo! And it was something, man. It was really, really something. That match was so good. I don't know if I can properly recap everything that happened. There was flips, there was homages to Nakamura, because Kenny Omega does the V-trigger now, and he did a flip similar to Kota Ibushi does. There was a table, there was guardrails being moved. The Young Bucks didn't get involved in the match, but they were trying to encourage Omega, and of course Geto was there trying to encourage Okada. And it was justice. I really don't know if I can. The match was just match was so good. The match was so good. Yeah, you know what? I can't recap it. I can't recap every little thing that happened because I know I'm gonna miss something. And to miss something recapping that match is to do it an injustice. So I will simply say, subscribe to New Japan World. Guys, seriously. It's the $10 a month that you pay for the WWE network. If you have the network and don't New Japan World, that's on you. Get New Japan World. Rewatch this. Please rewatch it. The whole show is made. And if you don't watch the whole show, fine. But watch the main event. Watch Okada, watch Omega show you how to do a main event. Not that guys don't know how to do it, but Will Ospreay sent out a tweet after the match was over. It said, "Everybody stop wrestling now. You can't top this." And he was right. This is going to be a year everyone's going to have to do their best to put on the match of the year, because if they don't, it's already been done January the 4th of this year. 2017, if you want to have a match of the year, good freaking luck. Because because anyone sees Okada versus Omega and you say you had the match of the year, good freaking luck. There are going to be plenty of match of the year candidates, but the one that's sitting at the top of the pile right now, and I get it, we've only had like 12 matches this year because the year just started 5 days ago. I don't know why over here is 5 days. I'm emotional right now. Get over it. But it's already at the top. It might go down as one of my favorite matches of all time. And that for me is saying something, because for years Kobashi Joe had that title, but Okada Omega, that may be my favorite match of all time. Of all time. Like I said, in a world of 5-star matches, that one was a 7-star match. It was so good, it needed 2 more stars. Heck, it was a 10-star match. Okay, first of all, the official match time was 46 minutes, 45 seconds. That's not only that's 2 5-star matches that they put into one. Match was just that good. I don't know what else I can say. What is my overall feeling for Wrestle Kingdom? A+. That was an A+ show from start to finish. It was, it I think finished off so many stories they were trying to tell, and has already getting us ready for the new stories of where everyone goes from here, of how New Japan takes itself into this year. They just did it. And also big ups to Kevin Kelly and Steve Corino, who favorited my tweet, which I marked out about so bad, for the English commentary, because those two guys did an amazing job of calling the action. I just really think this is one of the best shows. I'm so glad I set up to watch it live. I paid for it the next day. I slept so long the next day. Oh my god, it was amazing. But it was great. I loved every second of it. I would gladly do it again. So next year I'll be watching, but my hope next year is to be there live. That's my hope, is to be at Wrestle Kingdom live in 2018. That's my goal, and I'm working towards it. We'll see. Time will tell. Oh man, that was such a good show. Such a good show. But to you guys for watching, thank you so much. Thank you for watching, liking, subscribing. More videos will be coming down the pipe. I think I'll be uploading a video that I'm talking about Goldberg next. Give me a chance. I'll watch the video. Give me a chance. I know I'm falling over New Japan and talking about Goldberg. To some people, that's apples and oranges, but give me a chance. I like apples and oranges too. But again, to New Japan Pro Wrestling, thank you so much for New Japan World. Thank you so much for allowing fans all over the world to get to watch it, especially us here in America. Speaking on behalf of many fans, right here in Texas even, thank you so much for giving us a chance to watch your amazing company do and your amazing wrestlers do what they do. To all the wrestlers in New Japan Pro Wrestling, thank you so much for just showing us pro wrestling isn't just in the States; it's all over the world, and we appreciate it. To the Japanese commentators, to Marcel Chona, who was there, Chandler Liger, and all the other commentators and announcers, thank you guys so much. To Kevin Kelly and Steve Carino, thank you guys so much for just being you, and for another calling the action for us, for those of us who don't speak a lick of Japanese, no matter how much. Well, and I speak this much of a lick of Japanese. That's barely anything at all. But thank you. And to all the rest of you guys, I'm going to go get some more sleep now. And I'll be seeing you guys soon. So minasan, sayonara. Peace. Watch New Japan World. Order it now.